What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to your favorite pond, the Coy Pond, episode 104. Officially, 2 years worth of episodes. Crazy shit. As always, you guys can find us on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcast, Amazon Music, and never, ever forget to leave a question on SpeakPipe. We will get to that one here in a second. And as always, we've got merchandise to merchandise and merchandise. Christmas is right around the corner. And, don't leave it to the last minute. Don't do what I have done in the past and leave it till the last minute, or else you are in deep trouble. Something to think about.
Think about those that you love.
Mm-hmm.
And, boy, don't they want some Coy Pond merch?
Yes, yes. And without further ado, let's play the SpeakPipe.
Coy Pond, it is your favorite SpeakPipe participant. I got some of the merchandise. I personally got the crew neck. That's what I like, and it is fantastic. What I also will be doing is running the Turkey Trot Half Marathon on November 29th while wearing the Coy Pond merchandise. So hopefully we can get some free marketing out there for you guys, see an uptick in sales. Appreciate all that you do, appreciate the consistency, and the great content.
Such nice words from an anonymous caller. I think I might know that one as well, but we can never be sure when they don't leave their first and last name. Nevertheless, thank you. That is awesome. Crazy. I mean, if anybody asks you about it, just give them the bare details. Just send a link. Maybe we should have made a QR code one on his back that he could, as they're running, just hundreds of videos of him running the streets. But no, that's awesome. Thank you so much. It'd be hilarious if that's how we found an uptick, as we just started marketing towards marathon runners.
Yeah,
but
appreciate it.
Yes.
Yeah, what a great subscriber.
Yes, what an amazing subscriber. One of our favorites. We always love to hear from him on the SpeakPipe. Thank you very much, unknown caller.
Very kind.
2 years.
2 years, brother.
Pretty crazy. I mean, it maybe hasn't been. I can't say I've put it. How do I say it? The results we've gotten are on pace for as much effort as we've put into this.
Correct.
It's maybe not a multinational crazy podcast, but then again, we both also have real jobs and real lives. And
that's right.
We maybe don't want to spend every waking moment picking wrong in the NFL. It's more of our creative and healthy output source. Where was I going?
Output.
Yeah, it's a healthy way for us to get our annoying NFL takes to people that might care, opposed to the rest of the people in our lives that maybe don't care as much.
That's right. And again, whether you're watching your favorite team,
yes,
whether you're playing fantasy football, which we both do a lot of,
yep,
or you're placing bets on your favorite site, whatever you use,
whatever's on at the bar that day.
This applies to all that and kind of pulls it all together, and that is why we enjoy doing this.
Yes, of course. And as you guys know, I've put out some shorts in the past that have done pretty well, and at my leisure, I do that sometimes. Not in the last year, but at my leisure, I do.
Well,
and what you put into is what you get out of it.
That's right.
We haven't gone ham wild and quit jobs and sacrificed family ties to do this.
That's right.
This is more for fun. Yeah,
not yet.
We'll see where everything goes.
We're still ascending the mountain. No
yes,
doubt.
And of course, always thank you to Matt the last couple weeks for helping us out. He is always a blast to have on the podcast.
Always nice to have the Cowboy perspective covered.
Yes.
No matter what,
we have it covered.
Thank you, Matt.
We always have it covered. But nonetheless, shall we? Am I forgetting anything else? Shall we dive in?
Shall we roll on? I believe we shall.
Trade deadline obviously got done. We'll kind of talk through that as the games that are affected pop up.
Lots of big stuff there.
Starting off this Thursday, or later tonight for people listening.
Yes.
Over under 42.5. Denver favored by 9.5. Obviously, the Raiders just got rid of Jacoby Myers.
Yep.
He went over to the Raiders. I would only imagine that'll uptick, everyone on the Raiders if you have them in fantasy.
Yeah. Jacoby went over to who?
The Jaguars.
Jaguars, okay.
I believe.
Yep.
And, they're playing a mile high. Broncos are red hot. Fourth quarter maniacs. It's hard to stop them right now, especially if they get started slow. You can only imagine they'll score 33 points in the fourth quarter. It's at home. Lord knows those Denver fans love their Broncos. We might hear a couple nays throughout the broadcast as you do. I think the Broncos are going to stomp the hell out of the Raiders this week. I know it's prime time. I know it's divisional. The Raiders play the Chiefs and Chargers really well typically, and then I feel like the Broncos consistently just beat the hell out of them.
Yeah.
Defense on the Broncos looking damn good too. Personally, 9.5 is a bit much for a Thursday night game in general. That's what's holding me back, especially when you have an over-under of 42.5.
Yeah.
And it's making me think this might be all the Broncos scoring in this game.
Yep.
Brock Bowers is still out there. I think he's He's always questionable, it seems like.
Yeah.
I feel like he was back this past week, had a monster game, and I think he's back on the questionable.
Yeah.
Potentially. I have him in fantasy, so I get some of those updates. But I really think the Broncos kicked their ass. I'm probably just going to alt this to 6.5. Would be my personal pick for this game.
Yeah, I'm with you. I think if you want to take Denver and give the points here, you can. Or take the points, I guess you would. I think they're going to win. Denver will win by 8. I don't think they'll win by 9.5.
10 is a bit steep.
I think, again, you stick with the rules. And, again, a divisional matchup in prime time. Denver's beating everybody handily. And I think maybe they overlooked this one a little bit, and it more of a game out of it, but it's really not close, even though they only win by 8.
I completely agree.
So.
And over/under, Coy Pond pick of the week. We've been pretty hot with these the last month and a half.
Yeah.
42.5, it feels low. Obviously, that's the low side of this whole thing.
Yep.
The Raiders went to overtime with the Jaguars. That's something to talk about. That Jaguars defense has had a ton of takeaways, and they were only a 2-point conversion away from winning that game, which ballsy call by the Raiders, but I like it.
Yeah.
You're probably not winning that. Well, you're probably tying that game if you kick the point after in that case. But
yeah,
I probably like the over. I
I'm
probably
going
have
over.
to go over. I think the Broncos could either play sloppy and get ahead by a lot, and the Raiders score a couple touchdowns on the second half of the game. But I think Coy Pond pick of the week is going to be over without a doubt.
Yeah, I think it's over. I think it's 28-20.
Mm-hmm.
I think the game starts out, it's like 14-7 Denver.
Yeah.
And then I think Denver kind of after half goes up more.
Yep.
The Raiders get some,
Chump field goal
and touchdowns.
Yep.
They're doing better as far as going on offense, for sure.
Geno is, I think, limited the amount of turnovers. I know at the beginning of the year it was interception city over there.
Yep.
Obviously, Jacoby Myers being gone is huge.
Yep.
But I think, their weapons were kind of even across the board, aside from Brock Bowers.
Right.
So
there you go.
Yeah, there you go.
All right.
On to the next one. Falcons at Colts. Colts favored by 6.5, over under 48.5. I can't tell what is up with the Falcons. I don't have much faith in Raheem Morris as a coach as it is. But Michael Penix plays great some games. Bijan Robinson plays great some games when they let him. I don't know what to expect from the Falcons anymore, to be quite honest with you.
Yeah,
and the Colts just got better with Sauce Gardner.
Yeah, just got better with Sauce Gardner. He's going to get his number 1 as well. Josh Downs switched to number 2, by the way.
Oh, that's funny.
So he accommodated him.
Oh, yeah. Adonai Mitchell gone.
Probably
obviously.
paid him some cash. You know? Usually what happens when they swap a number for a player already on the roster.
Yes.
Steelers, did the Steelers expose how to play the Colts?
Maybe. Could the Colts just not be used to grass?
Maybe.
There's a ton of factors with that Steelers-Colts game that I'm so unsure about now.
Yeah.
Daniel Jones had some boneheaded plays in that game. He pumpkined a little bit.
They made him look a little like Daniel Jones.
Yes.
And if the Steelers did actually reveal how to beat the Colts, maybe so. But the Steelers, really the prior week against Green Bay, defensively didn't have a good game, I didn't think.
Exactly.
So they were due to have a good game. Falcons, I don't think, have the talent to do what the Steelers did.
It doesn't feel like that.
Or they're shit together or whatever it is. Maybe
Yes.
they have the talent, they're just not together.
That's how I feel. I don't feel like the Falcons are consistent enough. Technically, we've only seen one bad game from the Colts this season.
Yeah.
Obviously, you count the second loss. That was that ridiculous plays against the Rams that almost have an asterisk by it, in all honesty.
Yeah.
Colts at home have been dominant this season. I think we might be getting them on discount right now. I'm going to take the Colts minus 6.5.
Yep.
The Falcons are just, I don't know what I'm getting. I still don't know.
Yeah, and so I'm not sure. I mean, this is a Germany game.
Oh,
so there's the other part
that
that maybe regulates this
everything
some.
I just said.
I still think the Colts pull the game off. I think Falcons again are trying to figure out who the hell they are.
Yeah.
But I think the Colts win like 24-21. I'm going to say it's closer.
Yeah.
Because it is
the
Europe thing and all that crap.
Good catch. Everyone that was listening to me right there definitely is screaming through the YouTube app at me that I didn't realize it was in Germany. Colts win. I'm not taking that 6.5. I don't trust any team across the pond when it comes to these international games.
I'm with you.
I think Colts win, but this would be the time the Falcons win by 40. It would be in Germany.
This seems like it'd be one of those that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
But I think the Colts, I don't know. I think they rebound after the Steelers game.
I'd pick Colts. I'm staying away from that, though,
yes,
for
sir.
the record. Next game, Browns at Jets. Cleveland favored by 2.5, over under 38.5. All right, so Jets blow up their team.
Jets have blown up their team. They are very excited about the future, the value they got for the players they gave up. Is it Quinnen Williams?
Quinnen Williams.
Yeah, the talented defensive tackle that
Yep.
went to Dallas. They get
Yep.
a second rounder in the 26th draft. They get a first rounder in the 27, which came to Dallas via the Micah Parsons trade.
Yep.
They lost Sauce Gardner.
Huge. Well, maybe not for them because I think he wanted out anyway.
He did.
It felt that way, but
Yep.
still to the defense, that means a lot.
Yep.
They retained Breece Hall, Garrett Wilson hurt.
I'm surprised not more got out of there, honestly.
Yes.
Got out of Jetland, but
Yeah.
Browns and Jets, I don't know.
I'll take Cleveland's defense. This
Yeah?
is not going to be a fun game to watch.
No.
I think this is a game Cleveland wins, and quite frankly, I think it says a lot to the team that, congratulations on rebuilding. We're rebuilding again.
Yeah.
That's just how I feel.
Yeah.
Jets, of course, could sneak one out here. I don't really care. Browns' offense has been mid at best. Maybe Judkins will have a game again. Who knows if that defense feels defeated now.
Yeah.
But I'll take the Browns in this one.
Yeah.
Probably even take the -2.5, to be honest, because
I'm with you.
this will be a 3-point game. It could be a 2 or a 1-point game, but I'll take my chances.
Yep, I'm thinking Browns 20-17.
Yes.
So I would take the under as well because the over-under is 38.5. I think it's going to be 37.
I could see that.
And I think, to your point, Browns. Go Browns.
21-17, 2017. Those are, I think, the two most popular scores in the NFL, and both are under that 38.5. I could see it for sure.
Get all over that.
Yep. Jaguars at Texans. Houston favored by 1.5. Over under 37.5. Okay, so Trevor Lawrence beat the Raiders by a smidge. Jaguars have beat some great teams this season, have made it close against some terrible teams this season. Texans defense certified good.
Yep.
Texans offensive line bad.
Yeah.
Real bad.
Yeah. So bad that C.J. Stroud.
Yes, C.J. Stroud is not playing, and they're still favored.
Yeah.
That's kind of how bad that Texans offense has been. David Mills, starting quarterback now
Getting back. Yep.
for the Texans. Just with how the Jaguars have done up until last week, I kind of feel like they get their bearings. It's on the road again, but it's only at Houston.
Mm-hmm.
I think the Jaguars win. Jaguars win this. I don't see how they'll keep it close. This will be another defensive game, but I think Houston just has the talent now. I don't think Jacoby Myers makes this a different game. I think he just gives him someone else to drop the ball other than Brian Thomas Jr.
Yeah, I think Jags win this game 24-21. Jags just have more going for them right here. Mm-hmm. And Texans are acclimating to, again, injuries and issues.
This is a bit of a toss-away year this year, it feels like, for them. But
yeah, it's slipping.
They're not bad. The defense is still really good. It's just that offensive line has just struggled against everybody, it feels like. Bills take on the Dolphins. Bills favored by 9.5, over under 50.5. Was it Jalen Phillips went to the Eagles from the Dolphins?
Yes.
Dolphins are dead. I completely think the Bills obliterate him here. 9.5 feels like a solid number. I think the Bills could have injuries. I wanted to say there was a couple small injuries, but maybe I'm misremembering. Yeah, I think I am misremembering that. Yeah, I'll take the Bills -9.5. I don't see a world Dolphins make this a game. It's divisional. It can always happen. I'm not saying the Dolphins are that bad, but even being away, I feel like the Bills probably cover this and win by 10.
Yeah, I'm with you. I think Bills, that Kansas City win in the short term is going to make them feel like they got added lift.
Yes.
Miami's a mess. The Bills have figured out a lot of shit. James Cook is really good.
Yes.
I think 30-20. So it's going to be
teetering the line. Teetering the line at the 50.5.
Yep.
But that's pretty high as it is.
Yep.
That's assuming the Dolphins can put anything together there.
Yeah, I think again Buffalo wins by 10. So take that -9.5, and the over under 50.5. I think it's 50. I think it goes under it.
Okay, I can see it for sure. Next game, Patriots at Buccaneers. Buccaneers favored by 2.5. Over under 48.5. Are the Buccaneers getting anybody back this week on offense that would change this game like that? I don't know. It looks like there's a couple questionable still. New England's been playing really good. Really, really good.
Is it 5 or 6 straight for them?
Yes.
Yeah.
This will be the true test. We're probably seeing maybe not a potential Super Bowl matchup because the Patriots are a young team.
Yeah.
But you're getting a damn good matchup at 1 o'clock here.
True.
Tampa Bay being favored since they're home makes sense to me here. This is going to be a real good game. I wish I would have looked into this a little bit more. I'd probably lean the Buccaneers.
Yeah.
I think Patriots are due to give up one.
Yep.
On the road to the Buccaneers would be an acceptable loss before they go to the rest of the season. They're going to be really good, but this is a good test after they played a lot of bad teams.
Yeah.
I mean, they just got done almost tying the Falcons.
Yeah. No, I think the Bucs win. I think the Bucs win 27-21.
Yep. Giants at Bears. Bears favored by 4.5, over under 47.5. Giants without Jackson Dart, Scatterbo, and Malik Neighbors look like a little different team when they played the 49ers this past week.
Yeah.
Bears obviously did what the Bears do against the Bengals. Every team had to score 65 points just to win that game. I think the Bears have got it. I don't want to say got it in the sense that they've transformed into a good team. I think they're just on the other side of being bad now.
Yeah.
They're on the upper 50% of teams. They're at home. Giants figuring it out without any of these key roles. The Giants' defensive line did not do nearly as much against the 49ers as I thought they would.
Yeah.
I'm going to lean Bears in this matchup. 4.5 scares me. I think this could be a 3-point game.
Yeah.
But I am going to take the Bears, probably just money line. A little cop out there.
Yep. Yeah, I think the Bears are rolling now. The Giants are just dealing with too much that's come at them.
Yep.
The Bears are going in the opposite direction. Caleb Williams seems to have found, Ben Johnson seems to have found whatever's working for Caleb Williams, I would say. And so I think it's like a 27-24 Bears win.
Exactly. Ravens at Vikings. Battle of Purple. Baltimore's favored by 4.5, over under 49.5 at Minnesota. I don't know how to feel about this. J.J. McCarthy looked a lot better than I thought he would last week. I expected the Vikings kind of lay down on their sword and accept this season might just be a bit of a bummer. J.J. McCarthy had a little bit of fire to him. Ravens coming back still from Lamar injury. They picked up a lot of people on defense, I think. They got Gilman for the Chargers a while back, and then they just got Jair Alexander from the Eagles. I don't know if Jair will even play on the Ravens. No. Did the Eagles get Jair? Okay, you went from Packers to Ravens.
I think the Eagles got him, yeah.
Sorry.
No, that's all right.
My bad, guys.
Yep.
But Ravens defense looking better as a whole. Rookie quarterback with J.J. McCarthy, Aaron Jones, and Jordan Mason looking pretty good on the run game.
Yeah. Brian Flores with the defense doing a good thing.
In Minnesota, do I think the Vikings could slap him in the mouth a little bit? They got that dumb horn playing. I think I'm going to go with the Vikings, and I might alt that to 7.5 from 4.5. The Ravens should be able to win this, and that's why I'm scared. The Vikings are kind of like the Falcons in the sense that I don't know what we're going to get week to week. With Carson Wentz, we knew what would probably happen. With J.J. McCarthy, I'm not different. Dude. I don't think he's a great quarterback, but I think he does enough that it makes you worried.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to do it. I'm going to take Vikings plus 7.5.
All right. I like it. I think I'm going Vikings too.
Mm-hmm.
Just have a feeling about it. J.J. McCarthy is kind of like the second coming of Trent Dilfer right now.
Okay.
Trent Dilfer, when the Ravens won the Super Bowl, they had a great defense. They had 52. The Ravens, what was his?
Ed Reed? Ray Lewis?
Ray Lewis, thank you. Yep. And I just think that J.J. McCarthy right now for Brian Flores' defense is playing really well. They got to give him just enough opportunities, take the ball away enough. And the Ravens are just kind of a mess, I think, right now.
It feels that way, and I'm going back and forth. I think this is a great game to watch, maybe, hopefully. Vikings at home, I give them a slight edge. They just got done beating the Lions. That's the part of it I wasn't expecting at Detroit.
Shocker.
So assuming it doesn't go the opposite way, I'm just going to take Vikings.
Yeah, I mean, I think 31-27. Yeah. I think this game is very entertaining. To your point, I agree. And I think you'll want to tune into that one for sure.
A little treat for us. Saints at Panthers, not a treat. Panthers win. Panthers at home look pretty good. Saints just gave up a lineman to the Chargers, who's probably going to end up dying on the Chargers. Not actually, but his injury prone. I'm going to take Carolina in this game.
I think this is one of those games that makes no sense.
Oh.
I'm going with the Saints 13-10. Rico Dowdle showed up on the injury report.
Ooh.
And he was a huge part of what they did last week.
It's true.
And if he's out and we're going back to Chuba Hubbard,
yes,
I think we're getting a massive downgrade.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the Saints have enough. And, again, Panthers don't make that much sense. Neither did the Saints. And this just seems like one that, that makes no sense to me.
Okay.
That's why it makes sense.
I love it. A little adversity on the podcast.
Yep.
A real exciting NFC West matchup coming up next, 4 o'clock. Cardinals at Seahawks. Should be an amazing game. Both these teams had huge primetime wins this past week, obviously. I don't know how this over-under is only 44.5. Also, Seattle's favored by 6.5, over-under 44.5. The fact that this game is only at 44.5 kind of baffles me. My bet is immediately going to be over 44.5. I know the Cardinals and Seattle's defense played really well, but what stood out to me specifically more was their offenses. Both look pretty good. Cardinals soft bench Kyler Murray, Jacoby Brissett to start, and I think arguably that's the better play right now, especially going up against the NFC West foe, the Seahawks.
Yeah.
I think those offenses are way better. I think obviously the Commanders so in the Seahawks Commanders game, yeah, the Seattle's defense played really well, but the Commanders couldn't get anything rolling with Jaden Daniels out there to begin with. He was only running. I don't credit the defense that much. I think that offense took away that game way before it even started. Same with the Cardinals Cowboys. I put more on the Cowboys offense than I would on the Cardinals defense.
Yeah. So
I love this 44.5 over under to take that over.
Yeah, Seattle, I mean, I watched this with a friend last week, and we were both saying just Seattle looked like they were on a different speed.
Yes.
Without
Cooper Kupp.
Without Cooper Kupp. And everything that they ran was just quick. And Sam Darnold is getting that ball out like
fast.
A motherfucker.
Yeah.
And so, the Cardinals beat the Cowboys Monday night. Cowboys look lifeless. That'll lead into my rant here.
Yep.
But Jacoby Brissett did enough. They played well. I think this is a high-scoring affair.
Mm-hmm.
It's at Seattle, so they're damn good at home.
Yep.
I think we get a real barn burner here.
Mm-hmm.
Marvin Harrison made an appearance in the Cowboys game, so I think he's back.
Yep.
I think it's 37-30 Seattle, and Seattle now has
Shaheed
from the Saints.
Yep.
So now they've got a speedster over the top.
Yep.
To put with the Ohio State guy Smith.
Ninjigba.
Yeah. How do you say that?
Ninjigba.
Ninjigba.
Ninjigba. Yeah, there you go.
Okay. And that guy is phenomenal.
Yes. It'll be an absolute great game. I love that. And kind of towards this, Lions Commanders. Lions favored by 8.5, over under 49.5. Mariota to start. Jaden Daniels out. Probably for the season, it seems like.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's officially official yet. I feel like the Lions have to get a get-back game here.
Yeah.
8.5 is a lot. I'd probably take them 6.5 just to be safe. Lions, I wouldn't say this is a need to win, but all of a sudden the entire NFC North is in the playoff picture, and you kind of need to win this.
Yeah, I think this is a revenge game for the Lions. Washington went up to Detroit, did it to them last year, upset them in an incredible game.
They won't forget that.
No, they won't forget that. And I think Washington right now just going to try to figure it out, but the Lions are just going to take it to them.
Yeah.
31-20, I think.
Yep. I can see that.
And I don't know, is Terry McLaurin back? Maybe not.
Yeah, I don't know how much it'll play in with Mariota there.
Yeah. But certainly if he's not back, it's going to be on this side, kind of ugly.
Yes, for sure. Next game, 4 o'clock, Rams at 49ers. Rams favored by 4.5, over under 49.5. The 49ers are playing pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Even hurt Mac Jones looking like he's going to make a real push for a starting role next year.
Yeah.
The poor guy's been playing beat up with not a full roster, healthy roster, and they're winning games. Meanwhile, Rams look like one of the most dominating teams in the NFL.
Yeah.
That being said, I will be taking the Rams minus 4.5. I think they win this game by a touchdown. It is at Levi Stadium, but these two know each other very well at this point. And I think it means something else to Sean McVay to beat the 49ers specifically.
Yeah. I think the 49ers play a good game. I don't know if Brock Purdy's still out, right?
I would assume. I think it's still week to week, but
yeah, Mac Jones
doing a pretty damn good job.
Yep. I think, again, the Rams, I think they have to come from behind on the road, and I think they win it by a point, 28-27.
Okay, there you go. Sunday night football. Steelers at Chargers. Chargers just got an offensive lineman from the Saints that, maybe he hasn't had a great last couple years. Maybe that's because the Saints haven't cared much the last couple years. I'm hoping he can just be better than what the Chargers have on the O-line already. I'm not confident. When Joe Alt is down, Herbert's been pressured 43% of the time this year. He has, I can't remember how many pressures, but he's 31 more than second place, and that's Cam Ward. That O-line for the Chargers is bad, and without Joe Alt or Rashawn Slater. Herbert has to throw the ball quick and a lot, and that's why you get these interceptions. I think the Steelers continue this run right now after beating the Colts, and then they beat the Chargers next. However, to make the triangle of what makes not sense in the NFL, Colts beat the Chargers, Steelers beat the Colts, Chargers beat the Steelers. Then you get another classic triangle that always happens in the NFL. However, I am out on the Chargers is the wrong word. The Steelers defense has been hit or miss on week to week every week this season. What was supposed to be one of the best defenses has been not as much a defensive team as we're used to in the past. I think anybody would agree with that.
Yep.
They showed up against the Colts. Without that O-line, I think they show up again against the Chargers. I think it's just going to be a hard-fought game, and the Steelers beat them up last year. I think they beat them up again this year.
Yeah. I think this time, I think the Chargers figure something out. I think Pittsburgh kind of up and down. I think the Chargers are at home. So I'm taking...
It's cross-country.
Yeah, cross-country. I'm taking the Chargers 23-21.
That would make...
on a last-minute field goal.
I could see that for sure. Monday night, Eagles at Packers. Probably one of the better Monday night games we're going to get. This has a real chance of being a potential NFC, maybe not championship, but early playoffs matchup. Eagles getting better as they do. Jalen Phillips, as I said earlier.
Yep.
Packers continue to be interesting. Tucker Kraft out for the season.
That's a big hit.
That's a big hit of what he's done for them this season.
Been a huge part of their run here the last few games.
He has. And Micah Parsons didn't show up last week against the Panthers. That was crazy that they lost to them at Lambeau. Booed a lot this game also at Lambeau. Prime time, I think I'm going to lean Eagles. I think a lot of people are going to be thinking the Packers are going to win this. The Packers being favored in this game. Obviously, Packers 2.5 over under 45.5. I've been a little outspoken against the Packers this season. I'm going to continue that run this week. I think the Eagles handle business. I think Saquon shows up. I think not having Tucker Kraft is a huge miss for the Packers that will be a big problem this week. Monday Night Football.
Yeah, and let's face it, the Packers lost last week, correct?
Yes, to the Panthers.
Yeah. So let's not forget that. Jordan Love looked like shit.
Yes.
And I don't know if he looked like shit before Tucker went out or after.
I'm not 100% myself.
But I think the Eagles are ascending right now.
It feels that way.
The Cowboys and the Redskins are falling by the wayside. And I think the Eagles take care of business in Green Bay. They know Micah Parsons well, having played him twice a year for several years.
Yep.
And I think the Eagles win 31-27. The game's not close. The Packers get a late touchdown to make that 27.
Okay.
And I think the Eagles are happy as could be to get out of there winning by 4 points.
Yep, I would say the same thing. It's just one of those things where the Packers, they tied the Cowboys, lost the Browns, lost the Panthers.
Yeah.
Beat some good teams, but I'm just not sold.
No.
And, it seems like everyone else is, and I'm still trying to figure that out.
Yeah, and right now, I mean, the Eagles have Dallas Goedert, who's played a big role. Saquon Barkley, it just seems like you're going to start seeing more of him as the weather cools off. And Jalen Hurts, I mean, had his best game of the season last week, I believe.
Yep.
With 4 touchdowns. So, I know their defense just gets better.
Exactly. And A.J. Brown might be out. He's questionable right now. I don't think that's a huge ploy. Devontae Smith has been doing okay.
Yeah.
They have plenty of other targets when you have Saquon.
Dotson been playing a bigger role.
Yes.
William Shipley, the other running back. They got plenty of other guys to go to.
And I have more faith. And we'll see if I eat my words next week or not.
Yep.
And only time will tell. How about that? You got a little Cowboys rant for us?
Well, the only thing I can say is, we're making trades here at the trade deadline.
Yeah.
Logan Wilson, linebacker from Cincinnati, who wanted out of Cincinnati,
right,
as it came to be known. Now the best linebacker the Cowboys have, which should tell you something.
Yes, a lot of injuries there.
Yeah, it basically just not a lot of talent on the team. The secondary is shit. They didn't do anything really to help at the safety position, and they've got injuries way back there in the corner and safety. I don't understand it. I mean, you got Dak Prescott, who's not hurt.
Yep. And
you lose to the Cardinals in what looks like one of the most lifeless games I've ever seen. You don't even, 27-17, you lose.
Yeah.
One of the touchdowns is a block punt by Sam Williams.
Yep.
I mean, what the hell are we doing here?
Yeah,
Jacoby Brissett was the quarterback, not Kyler Murray.
I have to admit, going for it on that 4th down from your 8-yard line or whatever that was.
Yeah.
I don't know how you don't just take a field goal and get a successful offensive drive out of the gate.
Yeah.
It almost felt like after that, it just felt like they played from behind, and it was just odd.
So I don't. So and now we're what 3-5-1.
Yep.
You got Minnesota playing well. You got Detroit going to win that. As far as trying to get a wild card spot.
Yeah.
I guess that's what you're doing, picking up Williams from the Jets, giving up first round and second round.
Yeah. Getting
Logan Wilson, but you're doing it when you're 3-5-1.
You're looking at the Bears. You're looking at the 49ers or Seahawks potentially in that division.
And your biggest problem in the game to the Cardinals was your offense.
Mm-hmm.
Your special teams and defense actually didn't do horrible.
No.
Your offense didn't score but 10 points.
I know.
And you've got the killer kicker who could kick from anywhere, so take that one away.
Yep.
You scored 7 points. So I just don't know it. And then you got Jerry having Stephen A. Smith on the sidelines, and you got him in the booth with him.
Weird atmosphere for that game.
It's a strange atmosphere. I don't know what the hell. And then afterwards, during the game, after the game, you're talking about making some deals, and then it's like you're either a marketing company that plays football or you're a football team that does marketing. But what are we doing? So
a lot of questions.
The clown show continues, and it's very frustrating. And again, I mean, you can't even defend it because it's so stupid. Mm-hmm. The product on the field is just a shit show.
A little bit. And, we'll have to see how the next couple weeks go. I think it sounds like they have a bye week this week.
They're off this week,
so
thank God.
Can't lose the bye week, hopefully. Yep. But, there's going to be a couple games coming up where you have to start looking at. And, Schottenheimer's first year.
Yeah.
Got to give him some grace to some extent there. But there's been a couple play calls where it's like you kind of took the wind out of everyone's sails out of the gate.
Well, and you watch the start of the game, Javonte Williams averaged, 6 to 8 yards a carry, and then they just stop running the ball. Run it right down their fucking throats.
Yes.
And then you decide to go away from it.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
I don't get it either, because the game really never got too far away.
No.
I think about halftime it felt like a reach.
It did.
But up and through that first quarter, there was some moments where it's like, okay, Cardinals have a great first methodical drive. And then it's just you can't get back there. And the offense is amazing. George Pickens, CeeDee Lamb looked great. Javonte Williams was playing great. Jake Ferguson had a couple boneheaded drops early. That's something to talk about, but I don't understand it either.
Yep. So
it is what it is.
Another year. Starting to already think about the draft.
Hey, you know what? Could be worse. You could be the Jets rebuilding a rebuild.
Yeah, that's true.
So
that good point. Good point.
Always could be the Jets.
Yep.
Nevertheless, hope you all have a great week. Enjoy your NFL Week 10. I hope everyone wins all their gambles. This is not financial advice. Remember, you can only gamble what you can afford to lose. And talk to you all very, very soon next week on the Coy Pond. Goodbye.